Welcome to Mindset Monday. Glad you could join us. Amy Mark Charles is on too. She's me and her playing these out. So tonight's going to be fun. There's not really a whole lot of new announcements, but a couple things I want to touch on. I know there's been a lot of people panicking shipping wise. Do remember that flash sale orders did say they could take 21 days. So that was no guarantee before Christmas for those, right? With that being said, Chuck Thompson did post on a page yesterday that they are cranking out shipping to hopefully get every flash sale to people's homes before the holiday. So they increased the production, they increased their working day and night. So be nice if you call the support because they are working day and night. I am in the same boat as you are. I've got customers. I had one of my really, really good customers today message me. She was like, "Will I get this order before Christmas?" So I looked it up and she ordered like 120 from the flash sale. And I was like, "Well, it says printed. So I'm hopeful that it'll be this week." And she said, "Okay, well, it's Christmas gifts and I leave on Friday." So I messaged support really nicely and they said, "Well, it's printed. Looks like hopefully it'll get there by Friday." And I said, because I let her know the flash sale, there's no guarantee. And she said, "Well, it's totally fine. If not, I can just ship it to her later." And I said, "Well, if you end up having to ship it, I'll hook you up with a free bar." And she said, "Oh my gosh, that would just make my day." So just remember as you encounter issues with shipping and things like that, most people are really okay, especially if they ordered on the flash sale. It might not have been something that they had been eyeing. So just work with them. If you have a customer that's a really good customer and you don't think her order's going to get here and she needs it for a dirty Santa gift, then say, "Hey, listen, I've got some stock, or let me find you. I'll see if any local consultants have what you ordered, or let me find you something similar." Um, and because of all this trouble you've had to go through, I'll throw in a scent circle, I'll throw in some free samples, or I'll throw in a couple cubes, and they can be cubes of bars you have in your house that you're melting that you put in a cute little Ziploc that say "Merry Christmas, try this mix." So there's definitely things. I just want you to, instead of getting in that headspace of just easily griping with them, because that would be easy to do, think how you can make it right. Like I've got an order that I ordered through Walmart that is delayed and delayed and delayed, and it's one of the boys' Christmas presents. And so instead of thinking, "Oh my gosh," like slightly panicking because it may not be here before Christmas, I'm going to wrap a cute little box with a little gift card with something in it. It'll probably be like $10 to Five Below because they love Five Below, and you can get a lot for $10 there. But something and with a little thing, a picture of what's coming, so you can still do fun stuff like that. It may not have the same pizzazz, but I guarantee you he'll be excited to get that and know that's coming. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. But since he is cranking things like crazy, and we still have, I put the 15th for my customers, but isn't it remind me what the last day is for US? 18th, 17th, 17th, 18th, 17th. Counting fingers. Can I not count tonight? I told
17th.
17. I thought Michelle too, and Mary Sue had ended up at 17. But I told a lot of mine in my head it's 15 because I told people that, today's my last day to place an order. And I do have an order I'm placing right after this. And she really wants it before Christmas. But I just said, it's kind of a gamble. They'll get it to FedEx in time. Hopefully FedEx gets it here. Anywho, so enough on that. I did want to talk about something really cool that you guys can do now, because the new scentsy standards came out. And I don't know if Amy did. And Amy, hopefully you can add to this conversation too, because we are both, whenever Chuck was telling us how we can now live sell, Amy and I were texting each other back and forth so we would remember what he talked about, because I haven't read the 20-page document or 70-page document yet, but we just took notes on what you can and cannot do. So really, really cool. With Scentsy, you can do a live sale now. So you can do a Facebook Live, Instagram Live. I don't think you can Snap it live. I don't do Snapchat, but if you can do live. People are laughing that have Snapchat. You can do live selling. So what does that mean? You can't do a live sale. Like, I want to see if I can find a background. Pat kind of. So Pat couldn't do a live sale and have just a ton of stock posted behind her. TikTok live. Yeah, that's a big thing. So, but Pat could have a display of, a couple things, of a couple different items, one of each category, that kind of stuff, and have it behind her and she could show it. Now, these are some things you can and cannot do. And Amy, you can probably add because we are both, like I said, we're both texting back and forth. But you can't say, "Okay, I should have brought some stuff in here." I've got this beautiful Insigma remote. I've got 5 of these. So let me know if you want to claim one below. You can't do that, but you can say, I've got this beautiful smelling Insigma remote. It works great, very crisp buttons. Comment, comment below if you would like one. So you can't add a number to it. You can't, and you can't reference. You guys love my sample, but you
Mhm.
can't reference. You have 10 in stock. Claim one of the 10 below. You can't make it sound like you've got $1,000 in stock behind you or $500 in stock behind you. But you can go, oh, here's my next item. This is the iPhone 12. My iPhone's really old. I don't know. Could be a 13, 14. I don't replace stuff unless it breaks. Like I'm really known to like it'll break eventually and I'll have to buy a new one. Amy knows this because my computer is so old that she
Oh
makes
my
battery
gosh.
life on it. She's like, just get a new computer. I'm like, it's not broke yet.
It's really bad.
It's so bad.
It's so slow.
So I probably just need to get one. But if I'm then I could sell this is my next item I'm selling. Guys, this is an iPhone 12, blah, 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 blah. You know you need it. It's amazing, blah, 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 blah. Claim below. So you can do stuff like that, right? Another thing I'll add, and then I'll see what Amy took away from the conversation with Chuck is you can add stuff to it. So I can say say this is an iPhone and this is a iPhone would be way too expensive, but a fake chocolate iPhone, and I've got a room spray. All right, and I'm saying this bundle right here is only $9 or whatever. I can sell. I don't have to. I can put this together on a live and sell it and not have to account for this chocolate iPhone. It's not considered a special, right, Amy? Is that how you took it? So I can
Yeah.
put together a cute little basket. He made an example like a tumbler. Say you have a tumbler with all this cute little Scentsy stuff, and you can sell it for the value of what the Scentsy price is. Now, one thing to add to that, if you got that Scentsy warmer in the flash sale for $20, you can sell it for $20. It is the lowest price that Scentsy has sold that item for is within compliance. All right.
Hmm.
Now, if you want to sell it for 40 because it's in the catalog for 40, you can do that too. So just so you know, if you do want to sell a bunch of stuff from the flash sale for maybe previous flash sales, things like that, you can sell them for the lowest price that Cynthia sold them. Now, if I bought this room spray for, you know, $6 on clearance, I can't go sell it for two or three on a live. That would be a special because Cynthia's never offered me this room spray for $3 or $2. So that would be a special and you can't do that. So does that make sense? So Amy, what do you have to add? What I know we both took notes.
Yeah, I would say that they have told this before, and I remember hearing him say it on that call too. There is a reason behind why we can't offer I'm sorry, why we can't say we have stock, and it's not just to even the playing field, which is what I've always believed. But I don't know if it's the FTC, like in the US, if it's the Federal Trade Commission, like it's like they don't want direct sellers or people to have a stock. And so, we always teach you do not have to have stock to sell Scentsy. In fact, it's like frowned upon buying a bunch of stock and then you're going to be stuck with it unless you do shows. So they don't want you like turning around and me selling with my bars right behind me and all these warmer, I guess even all these warmers and things like this would be a no-no. But if I've got a handful of things behind me, that's fine. And Chuck said, like, just as long as it doesn't look like a storefront that you're just selling out of your home and you're selling your stock, like you're not a warehouse. So that's if that helps you understand better, like why we can't do that. It's so that since he doesn't get in trouble, we want Cincy to keep thriving and being a legitimate business. So, um, and then like, yeah, like, so if you wanted to discount your stock, and you also had like some freebies, right? Like a cute basket or like the chocolate phone. Technically, you can work around
Mhm.
by, if you had stuff on hand, you just have to make sure that it's the lowest price. It can't be lower than the lowest price since he has ever had. Think about like MSRP.
Mhm.
There's a lot of companies that won't let their stuff go on clearance at Kohl's or wherever, even when you have a coupon, like it just their product stays strong, I guess.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
I know he
Did we
said,
see Wendy Heath Newgas do hers? I
oh my
didn't
God.
watch it, but that might be a good thing to
So
watch.
if you have not watched Wendy Newgrass Heath. She was our speaker a couple weeks ago. Go find her on Facebook and watch her live. It is phenomenal, and she is by the book. Amy said she saw hers. Yes, it was so good. Oh, I
Okay,
didn't know we
I
could do.
can.
I didn't know we could do this. This is something that he mentioned, and I never knew we could do this. So you can say in the live too, the first 10 people get a free sample with their order. I didn't know if the sample is a true sample. It can't be a bar. It can't be a room spray. It can't be a full priced item. It can't be anything like that. I never knew. In my mind, even on a live, well, it might have been in the past, that was you couldn't do that. So yeah, so now you can say the first 10 people who order or who claim an item get something, get a sample. Make sure you say sample. Don't say just something free, because that could reference a bar or a room spray or scent circle, but get a free Scentsy sample on me. And you can show what you're going to give away. You can put together a little sample pack with room sprays, counter clean, washer whiffs, whatever kind of sample pack you want to put together. But I sure as heck know that if you did something like that, you're probably going to at least sell 10 items, right? Um, so, Amy, did you know we could do that? Could we do that before?
I don't know that we could say that, like a goodie bag of samples, but he just said it's not a free bar, it's not a free product. You can't say that, but you can do samples because that's generally known as like little samples of things.
Mhm. Oh, and you put in there like the Amy put in the example too. It's like the what we can do is like a Costco seller standing in front of a stack of mops versus Home Shopping Network demonstrating and taking orders. So that's kind of like what we can and cannot do, right? You're not going to show like 20 bars of cedar cider and say, "Oh my gosh, I need to get rid of all this." And that looks like, and Amy said it's more of a federal trade commission against the rules in direct sales more than anything. And since he's been very, if anything, overly strict on this kind of thing, because you'll see other direct sales companies that will do a lot of live selling, right? And so you'll see that. And so since he's always been, let's let's stay way far away from even getting in trouble as a company to now everyone's doing it. The FTC is cracking down, but not like they were. So we can do live sale, but you can't reference, okay, like, I mean, I know Pat has a lot of stock, and I think Mary Sue does. Allison Petty has got a lot of stock if you're on. So if Allison, she's smiling. So if Allison did her live and all that stuff behind her, I may have a customer that's like, well, screw that. I'm not ordering from Jack anymore. Look at all the stock she has. And I think that's kind of a big reason why too. If Allison's just doing a live and showing stuff and fun and this and that, and that's just different than if she has $1,000 worth of stock behind her. So that's just, and again, make sure you don't say, I've got 5 of these, I've got 6 of these. You may have 5 of them. You may have 6 of them, but just say comment below if you want to, if you want to claim one, or if you want one, comment below. And then if you have 10 people that comment and you have 8 in stock, then you can message the last 2 and say, I had 8 in stock, but and private message them. I have 8 in stock. The other 2 off to order or whatnot. There's something else I was going to say too, Amy. Yes.
I have one more thing I was thinking of. I don't know. I've never tried to do live selling. I don't know how it works if you've ever done it for other things, but one thing he said was you can't have a way that like people are placing an order or like people are like giving you money through like a social media, another platform. It has to be they comment and they say what they want, or and then you take their order, you contact them or you message them, whatever, directly, or you're directing their traffic to your PWS. But you can't just like say like order here and then it goes through TikTok or something. I don't know if that's even a thing, but I
But
wanted
you
to
can
clarify.
do, you did say you can do like Venmo, Cash App, and like personally message them and say you can Venmo me, it's this amount. That,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bridget, did you have a question?
Well, good evening to you all. And sorry I came in a little bit on the late side, but I was trying to figure out a way how to get around that live selling and whatnot. And then I also know that a lot of you all have mentioned, and a lot of consultants are using you, me, who, as far as for inventory and whatnot. But I may have found a solution.
Share.
Okay. Have you heard of direct sidekick?
No, but I'm gonna put it in my notes. What is it?
Okay. Direct sidekick. The owner, what he did is his wife is into direct sales and she could not do similar to what we're doing. So what he did, he created a software basically where we can actually create have individual private shops. And if you all don't mind, I'm going to pull it up, and I don't mind showing you
Yeah.
what I have done
Are you on your
on
computer,
there.
Bridget?
Huh?
You on your computer?
Yes, I'm on
Okay.
my computer.
Can I do a screen share and do you mind showing us what it looks like?
Sure. I mean, let me, what I'm trying to do right now is just log in.
Okay.
But I want to log in and I want to show you all because I had a long conversation with the owner. And so he helped me out a lot. So what I'm going to do right now, if you all don't mind, yeah, I'd be glad to share. And then you all can look at it and tell me what you think on this behalf. Because I really like the idea. It's something similar to You Me Who.
Okay.
And what you do is you can still send the link out to your people. They can still shop from your shops. You can have as many shops as you want. That is password protected. You can actually add your Square account and also PayPal. So they can just go ahead and and go through with that. But what
People,
I want to do is I just wanted to show you all basically what I did and then and just to see if this is something that we
yeah.
could actually use basically.
Is it
Okay,
direct sidekick?
so
Is it directsidekick.com or is it an
yeah,
app?
it's called directsidekick.com. And basically some of, if you don't mind, I'm going to show you right now.
Yeah, see if I did it to where you can screen share. You just have to click screen share.
Okay, all right, so what do you all see? You see my screen?
It says started sharing, but I don't see anything yet. You have to, yep, there we go.
Okay, you do see it. All right, so this is the software right here. It's called Direct Sidekick. And so what I'm going to do right now, I'm actually going to go into my shop that I created because I've been working on it.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to give you a view. And this is what I did. And what I did up here is I put my little links and I put my information. And then I put my inventory that I had.
Nice.
And so you can, still do, so like I said, something similar to You Me Who.
Mhm.
And so what I did is I went ahead and just put all my, I might have cheated, but I went to You Me Who and I got all the pictures or the images. And what I did, I downloaded the CSV Excel file and I uploaded it into here. And then here are the categories. And so these are some things that I had as far as inventory. So y'all don't laugh, but I have a
We're
lot
laughing
going
because a
on
lot of us
over
have a
here
lot
too.
too.
Huh?
We're laughing because a lot have a lot of stock too.
Okay. And so like say for instance, yeah, this is what I did. And so when a person checks out, all right, so what you do is again, you send them your link, you send them the password, and then they can just go on and just shop.
And
And once they're done shopping, you just check out and you get the invoice and they can pay however you want them to. You can do Cash App, PayPal, Square, all of that good stuff. And you don't even have to worry about, you know, just let people know that, hey, if you want to shop for my private shop, basically you can. So
how much does this cost? Is there a free trial or is it how much?
well, what it is that he has, I can go back to it. I went, it's a one-time fee if you want to pay the one-time fee, which is like $300 or so, and you just get your updates or whatever. And then let me see if I can go back here.
And what is the difference?
If somebody pull it up,
It
pull
says
up
there's a
direct sidekick, and you will see that you can either pay the one-time fee or you can pay the fee each year.
Okay, someone just said it's $10 a month billed yearly or 360 for a lifetime. What is the difference between this and Yumi Who? What do you like this one better?
Well,
Same
it's
stuff.
just that I did not care for the way that You Me Who was set up. Um, and I just felt like that one, it was kind of antiquated, and then I don't know, it's just the feel of it per se. And the girl has a real good concept, but she doesn't respond. If you have issues and problems, you can't get a hold of her. You have to rely basically on other consultants for any support. And so one, I wanted to see what my invoices would look like and things of that sort. You can't see any of that on Yumi Who until after a person has actually checked out or, at the end. So one thing about this, I just felt like you can actually, and this is what it actually looks like. You can set up as many shops as you want in the background. All right. He also have it set up where you can have all your like your business account actually tied to this. And what you can do is you can keep track. Well, I don't have anything here, but you can keep track of all your accounting and what you spent. You can keep track of all your inventory, your products, your purchases. You can make adjustments. And so, and also you can do tasks, and he has in here drip campaigns. So I went ahead, he had a little, I guess you could say, course that he was offering, and it was like a free course. And so what I did is I actually did set up some drips, and he gave those drips basically. And all you had to do was import them. And so what I did is I imported it, and then he gave all the details for the drips and everything. So I'm telling you now, I was kind of excited. And so I said that at first I wanted to share with you all, then I didn't want to share. And then I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and share because we all are in this together. And so I just thought maybe I'll just reach out to you all and say, hey, what do you think about this? Is this something that we can utilize a little bit better than from You Me Who?
Yeah.
Because, but like I said, I like You Me Who on one instance because whoever is updating the catalogs and putting out products out there, and you have the past products and stuff, that is good, that is great. But I was just trying to find a little bit more robust way to actually get my customers to actually want to buy and look similar to a particular shop,
Yeah.
because like I said, it just looks a little old. I don't know, that's my take.
I love it, Bridget. This is awesome. I've never heard of this, and I am so thankful that you shared. And that I love that you shared too. At first, you're like, "Oh, I don't know," and like to me, that's such the Scentsy way is to when you find something really great to share it because we're all in this together. And the next idea you get may change your business from someone else. So I'm so thankful that you decided to share because this is great stuff. And I love it. There's a drip campaign. I don't know. Does Yumi You do a drip? Does it do a drip campaign? Because I do like how you could set up a link and send it out and then have another campaign sent out later to ask to follow up on it. So
No,
Yeah.
Jacqueline Yumi, who does not do anything like that.
I think that's really cool. I think it's
And
and
then so I just made a shop for pre-orders.
yeah.
And then I turned around and made one for like my look, like if I do my own bundles,
Mhm.
and then I can take pictures of my own, bundles or gift sets or whatever. And
Awesome.
so I just went ahead and set this up. And so I just figured out, I can do my little thing. Now he's still working. It's still a working in progress.
Mhm.
What only thing right now that I questioned him about is that and he's going to work on it where we can actually put like our little own logo. It's some little minor things that he's working on,
Mhm.
like where we can put our own little logo. And then when you go in and set your shop up, you do have a way where you can ask, you have direct ship, okay? Direct shipping, you can offer discounts, flat rate shipping, free local pickup. You can do that as well. he only had an opportunity for you just to put one link right now. Like, say, if you would like to learn more about hosting a party, that type of thing. I do know that in You Me Who, that you can put in several, questions you want to ask people at the end. So what I'm trying to do right now is figure out how I can actually do multiple questions, even though this is on checkout. But I think what I'm gonna do is actually put it on my page, on my front page, that I just showed you all, because at least they can still click on the link. As far as like I did these links up here, and all of these, what I did, I just linked them to my Scentsy webpage.
I love it. I have a question for you in the chat. Will this be available in other countries? Someone was asking. Maybe you can.
Um, that I don't know. I mean, that's a question I can meet with him and find out, and also I can meet with him and see, you know, if he could do a little discount or whatever,
Yeah,
for our consultants. But I'm gonna tell you now, Mary Kay and what's the other people, all the other people they use,
Norwex, Norwex,
yeah,
Color
huh?
Street, Norwex use
Yeah,
it.
yeah. There.
Color
Well,
Street
as a
used to
matter of
use
fact, his
it.
wife is a consultant of Norwax.
mm. So I do like, and I think too, for those of you who are asking, like, is this compliant? Since there's a passcode, this isn't just public knowledge. So this isn't just like her own little shop online that's public. That's how it can be
Correct.
compliance. If this was a searchable link that had all of her personal stock on it, it would be completely out of compliance. Uh,
Correct. So that's why he did that, because his wife is in the same boat that we are in.
yeah,
And like I spent maybe about an hour or so with him,
yeah,
because I was trying to figure out if I wanted to spend the money
yeah.
and to do it. And I said, well, you know what? Why not? Um, I've already wasted a lot of money anyway, so might as well just do
I
some
agree.
more. So,
So funny.
but you just go ahead and just write it off on your taxes. That's how I look at it.
Bridget, we may need to have you back on another mindset and just really explain all this over again in detail, maybe because I know we're running out of time right now because we're doing our drawing, but will you come back and show us
Oh yeah.
how you
Hmm.
create a link and then how you add stuff? Do you mind doing that sometime?
Yeah, and I can actually do, a little training and whatnot too. I'm a retired teacher,
I love it.
and I taught accounting, and I have a master's in accounting, and I also taught kids how entrepreneurship and showed them how to start businesses and things of that sort. And so, and then my other background is programming
Yeah,
and doing, a few web stuff and whatnot. And so by being retired, I just want to just focus on my Scentsy business, basically. And so I was trying to figure out, how I can go about and get rid of some of this inventory, because I had built up inventory. I've only been with Scentsy, going on 5 years. I did do my 5 year walk this past summer.
love it.
And but I haven't really been active like everyone else has. And for some reason, I still have a fear with social media.
Yeah.
And so I'm working on that fear. I don't know why. And I mean, because I teach these kids not to be on social media and all this other stuff. But yeah, so I'd be glad to.
I love it. Well, Bridget, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to holler back at you because we have a few more things to share before we get off here. But that was so insightful, and I appreciate you so much. And I just saw you're under Chase Fryer, her line.
Yeah,
Reach out to you later, and then we'll plug you in a date that works.
yeah, because I met you. I actually met you. Yeah.
Yep, we did. We did.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Thank you, Bridget.
Can I
You
add a couple things?
yes.
I love it, Bridget. I think I've used Yumi Who off and on, and I think it looks really nice. And I usually do like load all my stuff back into Yumi Who, update it somewhere around January, February, because I can ship without ice packs and I can do a big stock sale and get rid of stuff. So I
Uh-huh.
think this would be so great for you to just do a walkthrough and teach us so you learn some more. And then
Okay.
maybe in January, we can have you on and you can walk us all through exactly how you add stuff and all that. So
Oh, I'll be
that's
glad
great.
to, because like I said, I was trying to, my people, I don't know about the people I deal with, but Yeah, so that's why I was doing this, because if they see you, me, who, they be like, what in the world is this? So I'm like, okay, I have to start maybe by trying to find an alternative.
Yeah, it looks really nice. A couple of other topics we're going to do in January, just so everybody knows. We are going to talk about taxes, another really fun thing. We're going to talk about oh, Google businesses, how you can have a Google business. And I've gotten a lot of new customers just in the last year for having that. So those are things to look forward to. Can I mention two other things we talked about, Jacqueline, before we get off?
Yeah, sure.
So, it is 8:35 our time, but since the Christmas cutoff is coming or has already passed for some of our all the other countries, a couple of things that you can keep in mind are you can make gift certificates, and I found some templates and some pre-made like images. You can just go and print them and write on them, or write digitally on them. So I found some and I'm going to post those. And if you have something you've used, just add those to the thread that I've made in the Mindset Monday group. And another idea is you can take your stock things that you've got left over and still make gift bags. And this is one thing we didn't mention last week, and I was going to show something I've done before is, let's see if this works. There's my dining room table, and I just took what I had, stuck it in bags, and said a flat price for everything. So maybe I charge on these, it said I charged $25, and everything was at least like $30 or more worth of product. But I was like, I'm just getting rid of this. And I said no warmer necessary. So it either included a warmer and bars, or it was not wax related. But I named these. I said I have Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid. What are they? Donner and Blitzen. And there was no Rudolph. But you could do reindeer names. You could do Christmas movies and print off like the movie poster and just stick it on a plain red bag, or craft paper bag, and just try to get rid of your stuff. Say porch pickup, or I can deliver within whatever, um and get rid of whatever you have left over if you have stuff. People need dirty Santa gifts, and maybe they just found out that they needed one and it's like 2 days before their party. So it doesn't hurt to offer it, and it doesn't take that much of your time, because all I did was, these are sticky notes. These are just sticky
So
notes. That
cute.
was not a lot of work. So
Yeah,
those are my last things I had to say.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, I just did the drawing, and I just did random numbers one through, well, it was 49. Someone left. It was 1 through 49. And the first winner, I know who this I know who this is. I just can't think of it at the time. DFELE. Who is that? Unmute yourself and tell us your. I know who that is. I just can't think of who it is.
It's me, Jacqueline.
Yes, that's you. Okay, yeah. I was like, how can I not think of DF? It's Donna. Okay, Donna, congrats, girlfriend. You won. And then Toby Burns is our other winner. So congrats, Toby. I believe Toby's underneath Pat Lufer, who's on. So let me put Donna next year. And I don't know. I was like, I could not think of who. I'm like, who is DFEL? That's how you know I actually truly draw random, because I pick names. I'm like, it's someone I should know who this is. Okay, so Donna. I will get you, and I'll text you both your Amazon gift card. And I appreciate you guys getting on tonight. Amy, is there anything else that you can think of? No, it's went over. We only went over 8 minutes. I'm pretty darn impressed. Um, but I know Amy may want to close too. But I just want to say that I am so thankful for each and every one of you. I love to see your faces, and I've said this. I know it sounds cheesy, but I truly, like, Mondays used to suck, to be honest. I love Mondays now, because I know at the end of my day, no matter how crazy it is, I get to see the Donnas and the Bridgets and the Mary Sues and the Allisons and the Pat, and Kathy all the way down under, and Rebecca and Amy and Tiffany and all the people that get on. A lot of you get on regularly, and I love, love, love to see your face. Um, I think that we have a lot of things. Amy and I have already started planning for this next year. We have a lot of things planned that are going to be really, really great. I also want to do a little shout out. Amy and I are doing, if you live in the Oklahoma City area or within a couple hours, we're doing a get together at Amy's house for World Tour. We're going to watch it together. So if you are somewhat local and you want to come, hit us up. We have a little Google form for you to fill out, because obviously she can't have 100 people at her house. So we're limiting spots. But we would love it if you came and watched World Tour with us. So Amy, do you have anything that you want to add?
No, just enjoy some time with your family. We've all worked so hard. Enjoy your time. You can keep selling, but make sure you take the time to, appreciate the people you have. And then we will make sure we see you guys back whenever we start back up again on January 5th. And I do like this time together too. I think it's important to be on and see everybody's faces and know that you're not the only one peddling scentsy all by yourself. Even if you feel alone where you live or your team doesn't live near you or whatever, like we're all here and we're a community and we share ideas. And I think that's what makes it so great.
Yep. Yep. All right, everyone smile. I'm going to take pictures. If you want to take off your camera, you can. If you don't, 1, 2, 3, smile. I'm going to put last end of the year mindset. All right, 1, 2, 3, smile. I'm doing the last page. I love it. Some of you are still smiling. I've already taken a picture of your page, but just keep smiling because this is fun. All right, I'm going to post this on Mindset. Again, thank you for being a part of our community. I really hope you guys just don't forget about us if we're not on for 2 weeks. So I really, really hope you set an alarm to be on December 5th or January 5th. We will do some more giveaways to hopefully make you guys come hang out with us. But we love you guys. Have a great Christmas. Stay safe.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Yes, Merry Christmas, everyone. We'll see you
Merry
January 5th.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Jacqueline, can you stay for a minute?
Yeah, actually, I'll hit you. I'll text you.
Oh,
I got your number.
okay. Oh, you do?
I do. All right. Bye, everyone. Good night.
Bye.